This page is the front cover of the Phantasy Star Universe visual book. It features the game's logo prominently displayed at the top, with the title in both English and Japanese. Below the logo, the words Visual Book are shown. At the bottom, there is a large circular symbol with decorative text around it. This page is the story section for Phantasy Star Universe, set in the Grhal solar system, depicted on a grand scale. The text describes a story from a long time ago, about a mother star and 3 planets, the Grhal solar system. It talks about the human inhabitants and the birth of Castes, Numans, and Beasts, the 4 races. 500 years after a great war, they chose a path of coexistence. 100 years of peace have passed, and as no one knows, the footsteps of destruction are approaching. The page features images from the game, including a character on a mag, likely a scene showcasing movement or travel. Another image shows 2 characters, likely a Numan and a human, or Cast, in a vehicle. The last image in the film strip shows 2 male characters who appear to be beast race. Below the story text is a large image of a crowd gathered for a 100th anniversary celebration. Large holographic screens are displaying a female character, perhaps an important figure, addressing the crowd. This image appears to depict a peaceful time and the celebration of 100 years of alliance or peace. The text below the image notes it is an image board for the 100th anniversary commemoration ceremony of the Allied Nations. This page from the Phantasy Star Universe visual book, page 2, features concept art image boards. The first, titled Sealing Device Defense Battle, depicts a desert war zone with robots and soldiers, watched over by a character on a platform. The Sealing Device Activation Board shows the device's activation above a futuristic city. The Sealing War Board illustrates a volcanic battlefield with imposing blue armored figures. A film strip alongside these images shows various in-game moments with characters and action sequences. This page introduces Ethan Weber, a main character from the game. It showcases his character design with front and back views, along with a face close-up. The page details his stylish street fashion-inspired outfit, which is customizable in the game. Design notes highlight aspects like the DS logo on his chest and back, which is the clothing maker's mark, and a Squid Skin System logo on his trousers. The annotations point out details like the hood design, glove parts, belt parts, and sneaker design. Overall, it's a detailed character sheet outlining Ethan's visual style. This page showcases the character Karen Era, who is described as Ethan's instructor and partner. The design is based on Red and features a jacket and miniskirt combo, giving her a sporty and easy-to-move appearance. The page includes full-body illustrations from the front and back, a close-up of her face, and detailed design notes. These notes cover various aspects of her outfit, such as her hairstyle design around the nape of her neck, the inner lining pattern of her jacket, the cuff details, her gloves, the spats she wears under her skirt, and her sneakers. It also points out logos from the clothing manufacturers on the skirt, spats, and jacket protector. There are also annotations detailing design changes and specific features, like the shiny red circles on some parts of her outfit. This page features character design illustrations for RENGVOLTMAGASHI and Fulin CARTZ from the Endrum Brigade within the Allied Forces. RENGVOLTMAGASHI is described as usually wearing mantle parts over his body, but is lightly equipped when these are removed, emphasizing combatability. Design notes mention color refinements from previous versions, a redesigned silhouette, and adjustments to the thigh parts to avoid a feminine appearance. The main color red is glossy, and the small blue parts are light points. There are markings including Unit XX and EOSH palm letters on the back. The back circular part has numbers 1, 2, 3, and palm letters written around it clockwise. Logos for Endium Organization and Unit XX are also detailed. 50s. Fulin CARTZ is a squad leader of the 177th Assault Squad, also from the Allied Forces. It is stated that his outer equipment uses General Allied Forces parts, but has a slightly different design than standard soldiers. Notes highlight helmet design details, shoulder armor, and knee armor lines. Logos AMF and GSU-CSU counter seed unit are shown on his armor, with explanations about their placement and design variations compared to previous illustrations. The text also points out unit affiliations and platoon names. This page introduces Alforte Taylor and Reina Skaya. Alforte Taylor is depicted with detailed illustrations of his outfit and accessories, noting his cool-feeling style, the coat with belt loops, and side slits in the design. His accessories like the necklace, wrist, and arm parts are highlighted as having detailed designs, with mentions of beast motifs and Natranzer influence. Reina Skaya, described as the vice-captain of Taylor's ship Landil, is also featured with detailed illustrations of her dress and accessories. It's mentioned she looks like a young girl, but is actually in her 20s. Her design notes cover her hair turban, dress layers, and boots, with emphasis on the Natranzer bracelet and the overall look of her outfit when viewed from different angles. The page provides design details for both characters from Phantasy Star Universe. This page is about Mireille Mikuna, who is described as the visionary maiden, a symbol of the Grail religion. Her design reflects the culture of the New Dumans, with an oriental style even in her everyday clothes. The page shows two versions of Mireille: her standard design, and her ceremonial attire. Notes point out details like color variations, circular parts fastening the skirt, sleeves being tied, and footwear resembling tabby socks with wooden soles. Below, there's a height comparison chart featuring many characters. The text next to it notes that Magashi and carts are tall, and small beasts like Tonio and Nitenio are quite short. It also finds it unexpected that Mireille is taller than Lu and Lumia. This page showcases character designs for Hyuga Light and Maya Shido from Phantasy Star Universe. Hyuga Light, a guardian of the same class as Ethan, is presented in blue attire, designed to give a smart impression. He wears a Grarl Order badge. The design notes detail his jacket's color change from a previous version to a deeper blue to blend with the black parts. His outfit includes features like a wallet code on the right side, a vinyl-like belt, and sneakers. Maya Shido, a Guardian equipment development researcher, is designed to emphasize adult female charm, with features like a blouse that reveals cleavage and mesh stockings. Design notes mention her blouse, skirt, stocking pattern, and pleats in her outfit. Her design incorporates a protector and enamel-like boots with a glossy finish. This page features character design sheets for Leo Jie, Neo Santosa Barafot, known as Leo, and Tonio Rima from Phantasy Star Universe. Leo is described as a reliable older brother figure to Ethan, raised in a harsh environment, and prefers wearing sturdy jackets and boots. The page shows various views of Leo in his orange and black outfit, detailed notes on his accessories like bracelets, belts with a Revolt Works buckle, and boots that are described as shiny. The design emphasizes the metallic feel of his clothing and accessories. There are mentions of protector off F states, possibly referring to gear variations. Tonio Rima is introduced as joining the Guardians after meeting Leo. He is a young man of 26, a little beast like Reina, and characterized by his long coat. Tonio's design sheet displays his dark blue long coat with triangular patterns, a red scarf around his neck, and notes mentioning silver-like materials for his accessories. There are close-ups of his bracelets, boots, and the design of his coat buttons. Protector off F states are also shown for Tonio. The page also mentions his face map, with distinct eye and eyebrow details. This page showcases character design illustrations for Obel Dalgun and Rukaime Neve from Phantasy Star Universe. Obel Dalgun is the 17th Director General of the Guardians, depicted in a long jacket with shoulder decorations to emphasize his strong leadership and authority. His design features mesh elements, plastic-like lines, a shiny chest area, gold shoulder accents, pressed pants, and polished boots. Moving on to Rukaime Neve, who is the principal of the Guardians Training School. His outfit is described as being made from stretchy soft material, giving it a less mechanical appearance at first glance. The design details highlight various parts, such as the head, chest, back, arms, waist, legs, and boots, noting that most of these parts are attached to the inner suit, except for the chest components. This page showcases character design illustrations from Phantasy Star Universe. It features 3 distinct character groups. Firstly, there's Ru, a Guardian General Investigator, with detailed breakdowns of her blue and white outfit and accessories. Next is Izuma Rutsu, the Grail Leader, presented with design details of his ornate robes and headdress. Finally, the page illustrates the Volume 3 brothers, Hairu Volume, Du Volume, and No Volume. These 3 brothers have a more rugged, almost biker gang style, with jackets, belts, and distinctive accessories. The designs highlight their individual styles and weapon details. This page presents character design illustrations for Phantasy Star Universe. We see character profiles starting with Lumia Weber, Ethan's younger sister, depicted in fashionable, cute one-piece dresses reflecting current trends. Next is Ko Taragi, an assistant professor at Palm University and former student of Maya, characterized as a youthful researcher. Dr. Dawson, a client of the Guardians and archaeology researcher, is shown in typical researcher attire with low combat ability. Doogie Mikna, one of the GRAL Church's top figures, and Mirei's father, stands out with his striking ibashi hat and dark color palette in his design. Canal Tom Lane, described as the originator of A-Photon, is presented as a quintessential researcher always seen in a white coat. Lastly, Hal, a popular reporter for GRAL Channel 5, is styled for ease of movement, sporting a mascot character on his chest. Each character illustration includes design notes, pointing out details of their outfits, accessories, and logos related to organizations like Palom, RRI, EER, and the Guardians. This page showcases the World section, specifically detailing the Guardians colony, which is described as a massive colony home to 1 million people, and acts as a hub connecting various points via linear lines, functioning as a crucial transport network. The page features illustrations of the Guardians colony itself, highlighting areas like the spaceport and control tower. There's also a diagram labeled Linear Diagram, which seems to depict the layout or system of the linear transport. Moving on, we see a linear vehicle illustration, showcasing the design of the vehicles used in the linear system. Notes indicate it's designed like a subway without windows due to being underground and operates automatically. Details like the destination display panel, weight-activated doors, and the linear propulsion system are pointed out, alongside the rail system relationship. Finally, the page also includes a warship illustration, detailing a heavily armed battleship of the Allied forces. It's noted to have 192 laser cannons and 120 long-range missile launchers, among other secret weaponry. A shield generator is also marked on the design. Different views of the warship, including front, oblique, and rear perspectives, are provided along with a detail of the laser cannon turret. This page showcases Palm, the first planet, which is described as a CAST planet surrounded by artificial nature. It highlights Holtolite City as the central hub with major facilities, mentioning the existence of fields like grasslands and ruins. You can see building design sketches for Holt City and an image board of Mervolia City. The page also features an image board of a large train in Palm, and this is page 14 of the book. This page showcases concept art and information for the field area and related elements in Phantasy Star Universe. It starts with the Lafon Grassland image board, depicting a field area on Palm, known as Gipa Plain, or sometimes jokingly as Kaba Plain, due to its cabaret-like rock formations. Notes mention the sharp, obsidian-like, and spongy texture of the rocks, suggesting varied tactile sensations. The page then moves on to Relic's Dungeon concept art, emphasizing its structural design, symbolic patterns, and unique color scheme not found on other planets. Finally, it details the Palm Large Train, showing setting illustrations of both the exterior and interior train interior content vehicle, highlighting features like cargo loading doors, glass storage, hatches, connection points, information displays, emergency exits, and various train components. This page showcases monster designs from the Phantasy Star Universe visual book. It features concept art for various creatures, including the D-Regan, a CAG illustration, alongside design sketches for monsters like the Vasara, Goldorva, Shvaltus, and the Porty character. It's a page focusing on the diverse monster types within the game. This page showcases concept art for Noidais, the second planet in the game, known as the Civilization Ritual Ruins. It highlights Otoku City, the capital of Noidais, which is described as a city where humans and nature coexist, boasting advanced research facilities. The surrounding fields are noted for their beautiful autumn leaf forests and floating islands. Several images illustrate Otoku City in both daytime and nighttime, showcasing its unique architecture and waterways. Additionally, there's concept art for the Shrine Maiden's Tower and the Shrine Maiden's Ship, which is specifically mentioned as appearing in Chapter 5 and is used for water travel, with a labeled entrance/exit point. This page showcases concept artwork from Phantasy Star Universe, detailing various locations and a vehicle design. At the top, you see the floating islands of Nude, described as being like water balloons covered in roots, filled with a glowing sap that's lighter than water and kept warm by the tree's respiration. Below left, there's a forest environment with dome-shaped structures, noted to resemble muskmelons, and the artist considers making them slightly grotesque for beauty. To the right of this, you have design illustrations for a vehicle called the Floater, detailing parts like the airboard and line. Finally, at the bottom, you'll find an image of the Mizoraki protected area, specifically the Crimson Maple Dungeon, which is a redesigned giant tree road envisioned as a Japanese garden with an autumnal aesthetic. Next to it is an image of the Hakura Temple interior, showing a central pool of water. This page showcases monster design illustrations from Phantasy Star Universe, focusing on the situation of spreading ominous signs. You can see concept art for several creatures. On the top left is the design for a Order Guard Knight character, with notes about their outfit and details like mask usage instead of bare skin and glove-like hands. Moving to the right, there's the Tengugu setting illustration, a bat-winged monster with spiral patterns on its wings. Below the knight is the Gumon setting illustration, depicting a humanoid creature with amphibian features and patterned skin. Beside it is the Kamatuzu illustration, a large, four-legged beast with similar patterned skin. Below the Gumon is the Purushi illustration, a plant-like or fungal creature. Finally, on the bottom right is the Onmagug setting illustration, which looks like a grotesque, winged, zombie-type monster. This page essentially gives a visual overview of some of the enemy types you'd encounter, highlighting their design concepts. This page introduces Mortavia, the third planet, describing it as a harsh, natural environment rich in resources. It mentions that large cities are absent, with medium-sized cities scattered around, and fields like valleys and deserts appear. We see initial and general image illustrations of Dagora City, showcasing the city's design. There's also an illustration of sealed device defense equipment and a sealed battlefield, with a note indicating a left-side setting design for the battlefield. This page showcases concept art for environments and a vehicle from Phantasy Star Universe. You can see two desert environments. One is called the Motobu Desert, which features sand waterfalls and emerald green ponds that are uninhabitable. Inside these ponds are blue shining crystals, possibly water veins. The other desert environment shows mushroom-shaped rock formations that the player is intended to traverse by bike. Below the environments, there are various design sketches for the Landil vehicle. These sketches highlight features such as the power source, non-moving feathered parts, wing deployment with sparkling powder effect, photon exhaust ports, and beam weaponry. It also shows details like how the feathered parts close and how the vehicle deflects wind pressure. This page showcases monster design illustrations from Phantasy Star Universe. It features 4 distinct monster types, including Bildabia, Rapcha, Jagara, and Kog Nato. Below the monsters are illustrations of the Gulina Beetle S robots, presented as CG models. The page title is Monster. This page is focused on the SED, a mysterious life form from the Gural solar system. It crashes to Earth, consuming the land and causing environmental damage, and it also appears to aggressively infect native life forms. The page shows a concept image of the seed itself as a comet-like object in space. There's a design illustration of a seed Darbalon, an infected version of the Darbalon enemy, and also illustrations for the Photon Razor and Photon Reflector weapons. Finally, we have design illustrations for the Painon character and the Seedvance enemy. This page showcases vehicles that aid in adventure and long-distance travel in Phantasy Star Universe. It highlights the G-Flyer and PPT Shuttle, which can be operated solo by Runga and Striker. The page includes illustrations and descriptions of G-Flyer. This section shows design illustrations of the G-Flyer, including views from different angles and close-ups. Annotations point out features like the shield generation device on both sides and photon absorption in the air. It's noted that the vernier lights on the rear look like a light band. There is a civilian color version also shown, highlighting the cockpit. PPT Shuttle. This section details the PPT Shuttle with design illustrations. Runga. An illustration of the Runga creature is present, noting its soft skin and flexible feet. A small drawing depicts a person interacting with the Runga, suggesting it is a rideable creature. The text mentions, "It seems to be a slow vehicle." This section features the Striker, Described as an all-terrain mobile weapon, it highlights features like its 4 energy claws and the ability to rotate the body to change direction using a round part. Numbered points 1, 2, 3, 4 indicate different parts, including the shield device, cannon, and anti-gravity device. A small figure of a humanoid character is shown next to the striker for scale. This page is all about costumes available in Phantasy Star Universe, presenting just a small selection of what you can find across different planets. First up is the Speeder set, also known as the Smart Diehard set, designed for Palm-type Guardian Hunters. It's a layered outfit with a thick backpack, vinyl-like belts, and short pants. Then there's the Pulse dress, for female Palm characters like Onkiara. Key features include a heart-shaped collar mark, a protector with a logo, and armbands with circular glowing patterns. The semi-transparent skirt and stockings with red lines down to the toes are also highlighted. Next we see the Balm Human Male set, for Palm Human Males. This one has a weapon transfer vest, a weapon data antenna, and a spine line on the back that glows when using a shield. It also features thick, puffy sleeves, and the option for photon emission cords for Newman characters, and an exposed abdomen style. Lastly, the Noble set, or Noble set, is shown with its coat, pants, and detailed belt and glove designs. The red belt areas and hanging straps have a vinyl-like glossy look, and the white parts of the bracelets have light spots. The boots are a unique sneaker gaiter combo, and the notes point out details like the nano translators on the jacket and the logo inside the back protector. The next page showcases Newman character designs for Phantasy Star Universe. It details 3 outfit sets: the Onkiara set for male Newmans, the Classic set for female Newmans, and the Fragrance set, also for male Newmans. For the male Onkiara Newman, it's described as a rough and street-like style with a tank top. The design includes wide pants that narrow towards the hem and thick sleeve cuffs that resemble gauntlets. The Classic set for female Newmans is labeled as a Newman-type outfit for Teach Hunters or Hunter Guild. This design features a layered top with leaf-like accents and a skirt. Annotations point out details like the metal parts, brand logo, and how the sleeves are slightly shorter. The Fragrance set, also for male Newmans, depicts an older character. This outfit includes pants with floral patterns, a yellow upper garment worn open, and various accessories. Notes mention the use of metal parts and the overall design. Throughout the page, there are annotations clarifying design elements, materials, and functional aspects of each outfit. Some illustrations show protector off-F states of the outfits. This page showcases character design illustrations for Phantasy Star Universe. It presents 4 distinct character sets: Motov, Roar Roa, Goji Goji, and Pum Pum. The Motov set features a male character design with notes on various aspects of his outfit and accessories. The Roar Roa set is described as an on character, likely meaning a similar or related character, of Motov, but female. It details her costume elements and accessories, similar to the Motov set. The Goji Goji set is described as a Motov type with a Rogue's Force style, suggesting a class or combat style. The design notes highlight specific features of this character set's appearance and gear. Finally, the Pum Pum set is another on character, likely related, female design, again linked to Motov in style. This section details various clothing and accessory elements like the necklace, bracelets, jacket buttons, half pants, and boots design for this set. This page showcases character parts and SUV weapons for the caste race in Phantasy Star Universe. It features illustrations and details for 3 types of caste parts: the feminine Ezel parts, the bulky Boots parts, and the sharp Vilos parts. These parts are not just cosmetic changes, but actual part swaps obtainable from shops on different planets, allowing for visual customization of caste characters. The page also introduces SUV weapons, described as giant, caste-exclusive armaments that activate under certain conditions. It specifically highlights 2 sub-weapon types: the Blitzbuster, a laser cannon type, and the Hagelbuster, a Vulcan cannon type. Both weapons can fire single powerful shots or multiple shots in various directions for area attacks. It's noted that these weapon illustrations are color samples, and variations can be created by changing the front parts of the weapons, implying customization options. Both weapon types, Laser and Vulcan, seem to have similar functionalities in terms of single and multi-shot attack patterns. This page is about weapons in Phantasy Star Universe, showcasing the different looks based on the weapon manufacturer. It highlights basic and rare weapon types. The page is divided into weapon categories: Saber series, Sword series, and Spear series. For sabers, we see the standard saber from GRM, Sabara Yume from Yume, Sabara Tenora from Tenora, and some rare types like the Crimson and Black Hearts, both from GRM, and, humorously, a frying pan from Kubara. Moving to swords, there's the standard sword from GRM, Soldad from Yume, Sodad from Tenora, and rare swords including Diragun's Ray from GRM and Mugunryuk from Tenora. Lastly, in the Spear series, we have the standard spear from GRM, Spinata from Yume, and Mukubya and Mugungri both from Tenora. The next page introduces various weapon types in Phantasy Star Universe, specifically showcasing daggers, claws, double sabers, and knuckles. Under the dagger category, you'll see weapons like the standard dagger, GRM, the dagger daga, Tenora, and stylized daggers such as Dagon Zan, Youmei, Daban Zan, Youmei, and Asami Zashi, Yume. The claw section features claw-type weapons like Misaki, Youmei, and Daigami Misaki, Yume. Moving on to double sabers, there's the double saber, GRM, and the interestingly named Sweet Death, GRM. Finally, the knuckle section displays a range of knuckles, from the basic knuckle, GRM, to more unique designs like Gouda Knuckle, Tenora, Nikkel, Youmei, Gouda Iga, Tenora, and Gouda Breba, Tenora. Each weapon name is followed by what appears to be a manufacturer or brand, such as GRM, Tenora, and Youmei. This page is all about the weapon series in Phantasy Star Universe. It breaks down different weapon types, including handguns, rifles, machine guns, and shotguns. For handguns, you've got models like the standard handgun, the Buduki Hard, which looks like a revolver, a beam gun, the pistol, and the Viper. In the rifle section, you can see the rifle, the assassin rifle, the Raihao, and the rattlesnake. The machine gun category has the machine gun, the mag gun, and the beam Vulcan. Lastly, the shotgun section shows various Shiga models like the DUMD, Boma, and Paketa. Many weapons are labeled as either GRM or Tenora, which probably indicates different manufacturers or brands within the game's universe. This page showcases weapon designs categorized into weapon types. It displays 4 main weapon families: laser cannons, wands, rods and crossbows, and longbows. The laser cannon family features a single weapon, the laser cannon, GRM. The wand family includes the wand, Urusara, Yume, magical wand, Kubara, and Yugaturan, Tenora. The rod family has Hararodu, Yume, Granarodu, Yume, and Rodu, Yume. The crossbow family is represented by 2 items, Kupo Musrana, Tenora, and Kupo Upinde, Tenora. Finally, the longbow family features Aruteri, Yume, Hanmateri, Yume, and Hirokateri, Yume. This page showcases the partner machinery from Phantasy Star Universe, detailing how they change in stages as they grow. It illustrates 4 distinct phases of evolution. Stage 1 shows the initial form as a simple pod-like machine. Stage 2 presents 2 variations, GH201 and GH202, which are more humanoid robots with wing-like structures. Stage 3 further diversifies with 3 models, GH301 appearing like a dragon, GH302 resembling a cat-like creature, and GH303 taking on an angelic form. Finally, Stage 4 illustrates 2 humanoid female characters, GH410 and GH430, in maid-inspired outfits. Notes. Notes mention that hair color variations are planned, system variations will refine sleeve designs and textures, emerald green sections are light-emitting parts, and they have drawer-like innerwear, with white lines being textures not 3D elements. This page showcases the Phantasy Star Universe soundtrack CD. It lists the track titles for the CD, including tracks like Save This World Orchestra Short Version, Clayez City Guardians Colony, Holtz City Param, Otoku City Noidaiz, Dagora City Moatube, Result 01, Result 02, G_March Long Version, and finally, Save This World. The CD itself features artwork with the Phantasy Star Universe logo, the Sega logo, and the Sonic Team logo, and it also notes that the disc is pressed in Taiwan. This page showcases a magical circle design featuring intricate patterns and Japanese text inscriptions. It's a visual element likely related to in-game lore or magical systems within Phantasy Star Universe. The page also includes the Sega and Sonic Team logos at the bottom, indicating its official promotional material. Not for sale is also printed on the page.